Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us for another session of Archeo Gaming Live featuring Sassa's gamers Kate Minetti and Alexander Vanderwalle. Really quick, let's go over what is SASA. SASA stands for Save Ancient Studies Alliance. It's our mission to reverse the current downward trend in the study of the ancient world by engaging the public and bringing together students and scholars to share their passion for the study of the ancient world in order to inspire a vast new generation of students. We do this by hosting a lot of different kinds of live events, doing research on the downward trend in ancient studies. We have an open access database where you can search resources in ancient studies and much more. Where can you find SASA? Search for Save Ancient Studies Alliance, and on any of these platforms, please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, LinkedIn, and now TikTok. SASA's live events protocol. Please be kind and respectful. Listen and ask thoughtful questions throughout the event. Please be patient with technology and those administering it. SASA live events are streamed on Twitch, and recordings will be posted on SASA's YouTube channel shortly after the event. There are spoilers during our Archeo Gaming events, but of course, as always, have fun. Don't forget to subscribe to SASA on Twitch. If you enjoy our live events, such as Archeo Gaming, book clubs, and reading groups, please consider becoming a supporter with a recurring donation. You can do this for as little as $3 a month, and you can help save ancient studies. Thank you for joining us.
We are live. Hello, everyone. And make sure the audio mixing is good. I'm going to take just a moment at the start of this because I need to just move the what part of the camera is displayed around because we're still waiting on our guest, and in the meantime there's because the way OBS works, I am currently split across two panels.
We're split across many screens.
Right.
But in the meantime, good morning, everyone, and welcome back. We are here with our usual campaign to conquer the world without burning it, but then again, if fire happens, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, who's gonna tell us no? The gods. So today we were supposed to have more people, but the Lord knows if they're going to, you know, if our communications worked. So worst case scenario, it's gonna be the two of us and the Assyrian Empire. Best case scenario is gonna be 4 people and mayhem. So, in the meantime, what happened last time? I remember we had beef with Ea Nazir, who was the ruler of
Yes.
Ur for reasons, which, you know, issues there.
So.
But yeah, no, take it away.
Yes, last time we had a plan, which was to take over Assyria and become the new king of the universe. That did not happen, because basically immediately when we started the stream, we got attacked by 2 groups. In the north, we have these Arameans. Athora is the actual faction, but they are Arameans who are kind of messing with us, coming out of like this sort of border region between Syria and Anatolia. And on the other side, we got attacked by Babylon. Babylon we made short work of, so we are now in control of the famed city of Babylon, dream of all Assyrian kings to control. You know, it's nice, like the Entemenaki temple, you know, all that. And then while we were in southern Mesopotamia, we decided that it was kind of a shame that Ea Nasir, a guy who was alive 1,000 years prior to this game and was a merchant, was being represented as the king of Ur, so we killed him. Which I think was a very measured and balanced response to what was going on.
I mean, it's what the Assyrians would do.
Yeah.
Right?
So now we're still at war with the Arameans to our northwest, and we should probably finish them off, but there's sort of a couple of remaining factions in Mesopotamia. Some of them are just rebels. Those should be pretty easy targets. They don't really do a lot to maintain themselves.
Begone, foul,
but we are going to certainly want to take out Assyria, and also probably this faction, a Kurma, that controls a lot of valuable land within the region of Ashur.
Yeah, along the river. Yeah. And then I think at that point we will be like, I mean, there's a general mess there, like in the northeast. And then once we have that, once we get there, we will go west and south. But for now, let's think about the two rivers and the land between the two rivers.
Yes.
Which is,
Mesopotamia, as it were.
as one
I
calls
shall bring a
it.
new era to the whole world.
Also, there is a new king of Assur, or Ashur.
Okay.
This is something that keeps happening, is that the Assyrians are like losing a war to Akurma, and so they keep sending out their king to fight, and then he dies, and then they get a new king. So Assyria is not
I shall bring a new era to
stable.
the whole
What
world.
does the family tree, like the dynasty family tree, look like right now?
So for
Because-
us, this is for us. We can go over the others, but for us, it's pretty stable. We just have ourselves and our young son, young daughter, and even younger son.
Excellent. Yeah, it's gonna take another 8 years for Rimagu to be an adult. So
Look at the Assyrian family tree. This is awful. So you have Ashur-dan-apli. He has a son and a daughter, and then it's just a series of like adoptions.
and they were all killed.
Yeah. Nabonidus? That's a Greek version of a name.
Of a Babylonian name.
Yeah. Some of these
The
are
guy-
like...
Yeah. Some are weird names. Nabonidus is the guy who had one of the first recognized museums in history, and his daughter was the curator of said museum, and he also restored the great ziggurat. So he was not a good king, but definitely a good lover of antiquities. Let's put it that way. But much later.
Oh, this is our... So we have Pious. So that's our current bonus, is we get a bonus to prayer duration and to morale for our bodyguards. But all of these different like dynastic aspects, depending on what we do, might give us different bonuses.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. So we got, that's good. I mean, we have been pious. We have been, worshiping the gods and adding temples, and working on their things. So I don't see a problem with that. I mean, by the time our long life is over, hopefully long life is over, we may or may not be the conqueror if we conquest enough things. But, if we conquer enough things, but who knows?
And then
Glory
the
to
easy
Assyria.
place for Ninurta
I am their son.
Apple Ekor to go. Well, first you probably want to recruit up
A warrior spirit is a
such
must.
that he has a slightly fuller force. But I think
Master of all.
we should just take Rapiku because it's under rebel control, and that's
it's
very
under
easy.
rebellion. Were there no special units to recruit?
Welcome
Did
to
we
my
already
court.
spend that?
My word
Oh,
is
that's a
law
good
here.
point. Let's see what our special units look like. I think so, because I think we did that
King
recently.
of the
but
universe at last.
no, we could get the Great Mitanni chariots, but we already have one, and our resources are not amazing yet. That's the trouble
fair.
with all these great units, is they're expensive.
They cost, that's fair. Oh, Hittite civil, no,
Yeah,
Aegean
that-
civil war. Or
Yeah,
someone.
far enough away
war.
that it does not really bother us.
Yeah.
Oh, the one other thing is that we are currently Great King of Mesopotamia, the King of the Universe, by inheritance, because we got ourselves adopted, and then Hittite Civil War,
Oh, Hittite, okay.
and then
Universal king.
it looks like the Elam, the Utu, these people over here are might be
mean-
taking that opportunity from us. So I think we should just hang out,
Yeah.
watch,
No way.
wait,
Yep.
and then when
You shall
Utu
not influence me.
has thrown themselves at them, we can just clean up what's left.
We can swoop in. Yeah, no, absolutely.
Burning desire.
It sounds like a good plan of action.
Yeah, we can lay siege here and try and
Let
bait them out.
none escape.
Yeah, absolutely.
Duty
And there's also Lingir, so yeah, with his army. Now remember all our boys.
The
But yes,
future
for those of you
belongs
who know
to us.
your 36 stratagems, the move we're doing is called killing with a
Siege
borrowed
crews,
knife.
status report.
where you attempt to actually.
Cut them asunder.
I think we. How much of the garrison is? Yeah, it's pretty substantial.
The gods demand.
Rather-
We should take the garrison out, perhaps.
Yeah.
I am destined to rule.
Yeah, because once that's out, then it's look at that.
Homes
Definitely
into
easier for them to
pools.
take the city. Interesting. And then Harvey is under. It's rioting.
Oh. Oh yeah, there. This
Yeah.
settlement. This is a region of the world I'm like really unfamiliar with the place names. This like specific little border region between Mesopotamia proper and like Canaan. I just genuinely don't know what these places are. I mean, I know like Mari and Amar and whatever. I don't know these like small towns that are anywhere between Damascus and Nineveh.
No, me neither.
I'm sure people who are like way more into biblical studies than I am have some really strong idea, but they do get the settlement garrison too, don't they? I don't like our
Perhaps
odds.
another time.
Okay. This is maybe doable. Tough, but at least we can make their lives a lot harder, which is an end in itself.
If we take away one of their big armies and one of their cities at the same time, and one of their garrisons at the same time, it would be like
Yeah, okay. These troops are wounded. We're not going to win it, but I think I can do better than auto-resolve.
probably, yeah. I mean, even if our troops are not great, take out as many as we can.
The gods
That
guide
works.
us.
I mean, we sort of have, well, we don't really have a lot of defenses with that terrain and that city, but we can certainly cause some damage,
Yeah.
which is the best we can, the best we can hope for.
Advancing. No hesitation. Arrows of the east.
Yeah, I have to say, I am genuinely very surprised that we've had way more problems with the, like, kind of small Aramean kingdom than with Babylon. Which says something about really Babylon more than anything else.
Spearmen. Prime for battle.
It's because of all the trash they're throwing at us.
Arrows knock.
They're like baboons that throw
Ever
them
enduring.
when they
Step by
flail.
step. Very well.
These are Assuans. These are Anatolian troops.
We won't miss.
How did, you know what?
I mean,
How did
there's
you
like
know
a
that?
regional overlap. I'm sure that means that these guys have land into another province that's like Anatolian.
With me.
And they recruited them. It's possible. It's possible. I mean, if you go west enough, we did see the Hittite banner right to the west of where we can see as of now on the
Yeah.
map. So it's yeah. So we are in that territory well. I mean, sooner or later, like we're gonna have to choose if we want to move there or if we want to move south and get the Levant and be truly neo-Assyrian.
Grown forth.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, do we want to sack Memphis?
We will not fail.
Who knows at this
On we
point.
go.
We're gonna move you
On the
guys.
move.
Just try and not get
We
all
march.
caught up in that melee. If you can help it.
now. Embrace your fury. Endless might. Fight with pride. By your request. Take their head. Concentrate our bows. Love your suffering. Into position.
I'm trying to see. Yeah, you just get these archers to point blank shoot them in the back. Let's just see if that helps a little bit.
I mean, you know what? Some of their armies are a little raggedy right now.
Yeah, we managed to outflank them here. These guys are not doing great, but we knew that would happen. Those were kind of sacrificial lambs a little bit.
Time to die!
Your warriors have been routed.
You
I'm
know,
not
the
staying
balance
here.
is better than when we
I
began.
can try.
The balance of forces. You know,
Yeah.
our odds are better.
See how much that holds up, but yes.
You know
What I'm
what?
really
Children
hoping
can
for
fight better.
is if
Let's
we
see
can
if you can
kill
talk
Ami
without your teeth.
Sagduka,
We want peace.
we might be
Who is
able
not
to rout
not
you
doing too
more-
hot right now.
No, we might be
So-
able to rout them more fully.
Drag them down! Archers!
Is that their new king or is it just a random general?
This is-
because
so
at
I-
this point the fuck knows.
I think
Oh
this
no
is
no! Oh, it's
random,
the other
right?
faction.
Yeah, this
Right,
is
right,
There's no turning this around!
Okay.
Time to move! No! Death will not take me! March! Tremble before us!
The unfortunate thing is that we just don't have the archers to
A demon has better manners than
to
you.
like take out their slingers.
Pushing on!
That would be the ideal thing. Would be if we could like
Spill their blood!
somehow, you know, chase like the slinger or get rid of their slingers, but unfortunately, we're just going to have to absorb every sling bullet.
Slay them! Tear through them! Fight with pride!
Damn, we might even. No, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say
Yeah, we'll
anything.
see.
But no, no, I'm not speaking.
Gods have turned from us! Break them!
So this is. We mentioned last time that like I rarely end up, or we very rarely end up
Your
using
warriors are wavering.
this like
To victory!
capture points, but here it might actually be very useful for us to have
Tear them apart!
the armory,
armory?
because you can see
Yep.
the troops have been fighting for so long, their armor is doing very badly,
Get back!
and obviously the armory is the solution for that.
That is
One of your units
that is
has depleted their
a mechanic I
ammunition.
really like because it gives you like battle bonuses
Pursuing
without being,
greatness.
but like you need to work for
I do
them.
not want
Yeah.
to die!
Okay.
Arrows dart!
Okay, so Ami Sagduka is just gonna get away, unfortunately.
He's running. Oh well, yeah, but he's running with like 4 people and a dog.
Yeah.
That's a win in my book.
Nothing can stop us! Face my wrath!
Okay, we're getting the armors. Okay, they're holding the line. You know,
The gods guide
and they're fighting
The
back
enemy
there.
is laying claim to your
Huh.
victory point.
I mean, the enemy
they've
can
got-
fuck up.
Yeah, okay, they got another unit over there, so
I mean,
cuts them down!
yeah, we
Those
have
guys.
like, yeah, we have our dudes. We have our dudes there.
so I'm trying to see. Hopefully, we can chase this unit
The
all
enemy
the
has
way
lost
out,
the victory point.
or otherwise, just scare them out of existence.
Our slingers are really caring. They're like, yes, we're gonna, you know.
Well, it's their slingers that are the
Oh,
problem.
it's their slingers. Where was it?
Yeah.
There, our archers. Who's
Yeah,
calling
our
them?
archers have been very helpful.
Oh, our archers.
Really, the
yeah.
carries have been
It's
the
within
2
your grasp.
general units.
I mean,
Son of Egypt!
Okay, this
Look
was
at
not
that.
a battle that we should have won, and like
And yes.
Shultru and Adiwar did a remarkably good job of,
Dang.
they carried
Immortals
it.
mind upon us. Look at them going. Excellent, excellent. And we can take prisoners.
Yeah. I mean, look at that. Adi Or, who's just like an axe unit, no bonuses, no nothing, 142 kills.
Just fucking destroying. Oh, it's great. That's the energy we need for our from our generals.
Really.
Like we don't care. We don't care. They had like way more troops than we did, like almost double. And yet.
Yeah.
We can yet.
We're gonna sell them off.
Gonna make some cash.
Well, in the pre-cash
We don't
era.
have cash yet.
Yeah.
Right, I was like, wait, no, we're not making cash. We're making profit.
Glory to
Oh, a
Assyria and
Gorla
its people.
has been born.
For
That's
I am
great.
their
That's good.
Yep.
That's what you get when you have a good marriage.
Shala. Very nice. Yes.
Smite them to smithereens!
Okay. Yeah, let's go. Donna, let's go.
So that's the garrison, which
Our resolve is unyielding.
This should make it considerably easier. Just fucking. Yeah.
I shall bring a new era to the whole world.
yeah, I'm okay taking some casualties here.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, we can take them on regardless. Also, he's fighting like he's double.
But they're wearing
the
this-
same person.
Yeah, it's like-
Sing of our
They're
triumph.
really the same person.
They have like slightly different eyebrows. I think that's as different as they are.
That's the only difference. It's like they
Take
are
over
the same
the city.
person otherwise.
At
New
once.
Incredible.
gods. Okay, because yeah, now we're in
Ooh,
some
whom did we meet?
properly Hittite territory. So if we go look
Ooh,
at our
let's go.
deities, we have now met Kumarbi, Karunta,
Kumarbi.
and Tarhuna.
Oh,
Those are some.
excellent.
Yeah.
Absolutely hit that
Gods of
god.
agriculture, the hunt, and thunder. Tarhuna, I think, is the main state god too. I think it's been a while since I really knew anything
Yes.
about the
I
Hittites.
shall bring a new era
But we're
to
just
the
gonna.
whole
I think
world.
we're gonna take out this
Enough with your
force.
pestering.
I mean, while we're at it, right?
Yeah.
They're there.
For their insolence
Once
and attacking
again.
us. Yeah.
Doppelganger fighting. Oh my god.
Fantastic display of bravery.
All right. Our administration
Shamash
tier is
has
higher,
blessed me.
which means that all of our upkeeps are greater. Though it gives you certain like minor bonuses to make up for
Everybody
it. But
has
yeah,
their
that's something
duty.
they added. Things get more expensive as you like go up in progress.
Bureaucracy. It's the bureaucracy.
Yes, precisely. So
It
we're
be
gonna
like
have to-
that.
It certainly does.
Ah, there you go.
Everybody has their duty.
Okay.
So this guy, this is a decent army. It'll be an interesting.
Universal
army. And we're. Wait, what? Oh, these are the nomads. Okay, that's what it is. It's forces.
Do we have one administration point to spend, or like, can we? I think so, right?
What do you mean?
Like up there at the top, next to the sun thing.
Oh.
There's like
Welcome
one
to
of the
my
two
court.
things with the.
Oh,
My
the
word
court
is
thing,
law
yeah.
here.
Oh, the plots. Oh, the plots. Right.
Is that a new blade, Assyria? Looking
And there was a
sharp.
plot maybe against us. Maybe.
Sorry, that audio
Master of all.
is that a new blade Assyrian looking sharp?
I mean, is that a new sword in your sheet, or are you happy to see me?
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? We are not going to confirm nor deny, but
then
I am
Gears is-
destined to rule.
March coordinator. That is a very Assyrian
Honor
sounding
and glory.
I mean,
kind of a job description.
they have been marching quite a bit, so it makes sense that he's the march coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, so Seti's dead. Seti II is dead, and his son, or one of his generals, is in power.
Oh no, they changed it so that it's always the name of the like location instead of the person. So it is always.
Is it?
Yeah. So like even from the start, I think it's like. No, I'm not going to help you. Actually, you can do that on
No.
your own.
Yeah, you can do that on your own, and if you win, good for you. And if you lose, Good for us.
Oh look, there's another
Yes.
rebellion. I'm gonna kill those at first out of spite.
Yes.
I wonder if these people, if we're gonna see them age at all.
I dedicate
Yes.
this
'Cause I'm
victory
starting
They
to-
do age.
Okay, yeah, because I was gonna say he starts looking a little bit gray.
Nothing passes
Oh, we
me.
got our Valor
their-
Beyond Compare
Their beard gets grayer and grayer. They get like wrinkles and everything else. And if your first leader dies, then in the opening screen, he becomes a statue.
Huh.
Yep. Yeah. So there is that.
Taste
I've
the serious power.
recently started a new campaign with Ramesses, but the faction leader is set knocked when you open, when you start. So he
I
died,
want them
and my
broken.
Ramesses was a statue, even though he's still alive and kicking. So I was like, wait, what?
The
Oh, that's
future belongs to
weird.
us.
It's so fucking weird. I was like, is this a glitch? Is this a bug? No.
battlefield
It's
awaits.
baked in. It's just really weird.
You want me? Well, tough.
A lot of them.
True master of the arts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, our tag
True
team,
master
Isana
of the
and
arts.
Ningirsu,
Yeah. This is gonna be a fun, huge battle, so...
Ooh.
Oh yeah, and then, this should be very interesting. So, most of the enemy army is outside of the city. They're going to be coming in through various reinforcement points, as is a good portion of our army, so we're going to be, like, fighting in 2 phases.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, we'll see if
Let's go.
Putarsin decides to march out or not. I'm kind of curious. We want good weather.
Death comes for our foe.
So here's where the enemy is going to be coming out. Oh, they have a tower. Look at this tower. This is kind of cool. It's like
Hey, oh, and look at the statue too.
divine statues with daggers.
Because
Yeah, it's the
they need to send the signal.
exactly. It's the tower. It's a war tower statue or temple or what have you. Those guys, and then this army. I had forgotten about this. This is a remarkably large number of chariots.
That's a lot.
Reinforcements.
Thank the gods.
The gods are with me.
That way now. Step, march, go.
Make the gods proud. Take their heads.
So that's not much of an army. This is the actual threat for us here. The big problem is that they have a decent. They have a decent amount of cavalry. Yeah, let's get all these guys just over here.
Onwards. Assault command. Fear me.
Brave, put their eyes out.
Okay. Yeah, a couple of their cavalry got into the city, but that's fine.
Yeah, we can.
The cavalry are not that helpful if you're just defending a city. Much better elsewhere.
Step by step.
It's what I was worried about was that they would try and swing around and attack our archers, but that did not happen, thankfully.
They didn't think about that.
There's another section of the enemy army, and I have no idea where it is, which kind of worries me.
My blade is
I
ready.
don't like not knowing where the
Yeah,
army
no.
is, but what can you do, I guess.
Drive us onward. Room for success. Get going.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be the city's built up onto a cliff.
They have the high ground.
Yeah, and that's gonna be maybe an issue.
Although on the right side, the hill goes up quite gradually.
Yeah, so This is where we're going to be attacking. Whatever this like slinger cliff situation is we do not want to be anywhere near there if we can help it.
No, because they stuck, like they're trying to get us to get into the choke points, but this ain't Megiddo, so we're not doing that. We learned, we read.
Well, Megiddo worked out fine, though. That's the thing.
I mean,
Tugboat the Third made horrible choices, and they worked out anyway. Or so he claims.
We're gonna make better choices. And so it will work out even better. I mean, a lot of Bronze Age military history is people making terrible choices and then somehow it works. So, you know, like Ramesses II at Kadesh.
Work is a strong word for what happened at Kadesh.
I mean, he came out alive.
Yes, he did not die.
That's a W.
Step by step.
I mean, was it a good battle?
On the move.
No.
History in the making.
Was it, you know, extremely risky for everyone involved? Yes. Including the pet lion that Ramesses allegedly had. You know, the best boy, Slaughterer.
What a great name. I think that's everyone should be naming their cats Slaughterer.
I mean, you know, if cats were as big as lions, they would probably be way more aggressive. It's just that they're the size of a purse.
Yeah.
So, you know, and they have fluffy little heads that are made for kissing. Whereas with lions, once they grow out of, you know, being cubs, it's a little more complicated.
Drive us onward.
Okay. Oh, so they left one of the. Oh no, they're coming down there.
Yeah.
Over there.
So they have just put their slingers and archers and whatnot over here, and I want to see if I can take advantage of that. Oh, they do have. They do still have a one actual melee unit, so we're going to crash in and then crash right back out. I have
what? That's why we got the chariots.
Yep. We're gonna. Yeah, just try and scare off the slingers to make way for our attack here.
We are doing what in soccer is called the rubber band. You go and then come back.
Chariots into place.
Nope. And we're going back.
We must retreat.
No. Just kidding. Okay.
Primed for battle.
Well, I know nothing about soccer. I genuinely did not know nothing about like what a tactic would even be in soccer.
Well, this is like when like one person does it. It's like, you know, you pretend to go one way with the ball and then you bring it the other way. It's what we call l'elastico, because you will elongate and then shorten all of a sudden. But like, I mean, if the Assyrians played soccer, they would have like a very offensive formation, like I don't know, 3-4-3, like something with like 3 people at the front and like, or like. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure if the Assyrians played soccer, I think they'd try and do the flying wedge.
Take their heads.
I mean, probably, right? That's why they need the wingers.
For the record, for those of you who don't know this, the flying wedge is an illegal football formation. In American football, there's actually one. There might be multiple, but I do know that this one is illegal because it kills people. It's where your entire team locks into a big like triangle and then just runs forward. And this is everyone involved like smashes their heads on both teams. It was banned after in the like I want to say 1901 season. 11 players died.
Holy shit!
Yeah, and like the president had to intervene in order to come up with a solution that would not just result in football itself becoming permanently illegal because of how bad it had gotten.
Yeah, that sounds like something the Assyrians would do. I mean, soccer is a contact sport technically, but you know, people like you don't see a lot of extremely violent contrasts, but you definitely see a lot of very artistic divers. Let's put it that way. You gotta pretend that you were just, you know, shot and killed. Otherwise, what's the point of the game? That's a very Italian viewpoint. Like, in normal countries, they don't play like that.
Oh, I just assumed that's how soccer was overall, but that Yeah, that makes a lot of sense that it's the Italian way in particular of
The
soccer.
enemy general has perished.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Speaking of perishing, right? One of the enemy generals.
Yeah, because they
He's
have
dead.
4 of them. This guy's running away, so he doesn't matter. This is the
right.
Abd Ali, or Abdli. Oh, Abdi Ili. That makes more sense.
Abdi
Okay.
Ili.
Yeah, like Abdi Ili is the servant of El, or of the gods. That's a good Mesopotamian name.
Good traditional Mesopotamian name. So he's not doing too hot.
Yes, this is it's in fact also still a modern name. This is the same name as Abdullah.
I wanted to ask, and then I was like, surely not. Surely it's a stupid question, but it's not.
Yeah, no. They're related languages and related cultures. A lot of modern Arabic and Hebrew derived names have like, if they're not exactly the same, there will be a Mesopotamian parallel. Obviously, Hebrew and Arabic names will only include the divine elements of the Hebrew gods. So El or Yah are the like forms that you put in a name in Hebrew, and Al or Allah for Islam and Arabic, but otherwise it's the same like set of things. So like you'll see like the name Don Baal or whatever is the same as the
Your
name
warriors are wavering.
Daniel or Danel. God is judge or God is my judge. But you in Mesopotamia you can insert whatever god you want. It's just in in a monotheistic culture you only have the one.
Yeah, you only
option.
have one. You only got one. That's fair.
Well, I really want to get this
Christianity-
tower, but
You get it. Christianity has sort of gone around that with all the saints, right?
Oh, yeah, that too.
Theophoric names that are Santophoric, basically.
yes.
So, you can have a
warriors have
multitude
been
of saints here and there, and then the name of God is in very few names, unless it's like a gift from God and everything else. But then it's like the word from God and not the name, right? So it's ways to go around things. Also, plenty of Marys, like Mary's fucking everywhere, as you know.
Chariots into place!
Yeah, and a decent number of like Christian names are theophoric. So like, yeah, I guess the L element.
warriors
So
are wavering.
you said gift of God. That's Nathaniel is gift of God. But yeah, a saint name is more common. Like Francis, very common, very Christian name, derived from a saint. No theophoric element. You're named after the country of France, but you're also named after like one of the most important Catholic saints.
Also, Catholic saint whose life basically forced artists to invent new scenes, because until then they were sort of following the Byzantine tradition and the Christian tradition, but then when you have someone who does things that no other saint has ever done, you need to invent new iconographies, right?
Interesting.
Which is fantastic. It's really cool. In the Basilica in Assisi, there are new scenes represented that have never been seen before, because no one ever done. No saint had ever
The enemy has lost
yelled
the
at the
victory
Pope
point.
before. No saint had spoken to animals like he had, or like put up a representation of the Nativity. So they need to use still sort of Byzantine light, let's put it this way, ways of representing figures and people, but with this completely new contest, which is fantastic. We don't know who the masters of the Basilica are, but this is also the period around when Giotto di Bondione starts working, and then the Middle Ages are done. Then it's breaking the Middle Ages. Like, we're breaking tradition, we're doing new things. It's one of my favorite periods, like art history to teach, because I always ask my students, like, how do you present things that have never happened before?
Yep.
I was like, well, you gotta invent, you gotta adapt, right?
I shall bring
Finally,
a new
you're gonna
era to the
create
whole
something
world.
new. Ooh. What?
Ooh.
Oh, the camels.
Yeah, so,
Ooh.
okay, so here are Aklamu units, and there might be some higher level ones that we could recruit if we take Melid and build a recruitment building, which I might want to, but this is really
I am
interesting.
destined
So
to
we
rule.
have camel riders. So our camel cavalry, we have like Aramean, clubmen, and skirmishers, which are just, you know, kind of standard. But then there's these pack camels, which are, they can replenish ammunition. They're not very good as like soldiers, but they'll carry around extra arrows for you, which I think is really just kind of conceptually neat.
I mean, they're very helpful boys. What can we say?
Thank you, camels.
Yeah, completely, how do you say? Chronologically
hold back.
incorrect camels,
I want
right?
them broken.
Yes.
Anachronistic camels, but you know what? We'll take them.
We should try and barter with somebody for some food.
Who
I
has food?
fight for Hati.
Oh, all of them.
I will unite.
Yeah, so
I fight for Hati.
Our
I'm
commission is
interested to
somebody
hear
we're-
what you have to offer.
we're not likely to mess with for a little while.
Right, we're not gonna have to conquer them for a while, which fair. What do they want? They want gold.
They want, well, they
They
want,
want
yeah, wood. We have a lot of wood, and we can, yeah.
We can get a lot of food for them. Oh yeah, let's go.
We see
Look at them. Excellent. I mean, they could become our vassals too if we wanted, because minus 49, like, we give them two pieces of candy, and they'll probably agree.
That's a good point. Yeah, let's
This will
see
you
if,
aid my path to glory.
Yeah, offer them like a barter agreement, like tell them, yeah, we'll give you wood for like how many turns, and then, you know. Like, I think it may be doable with our resources.
no, it's still too expensive.
No, it's still too expensive. Once we have more, we'll come back.
Yeah.
We'll come back. Just, you know, hold that thought.
I fight. How
Put a
can
pin in
this
that.
possibly work when there is no trust between us?
No, I'm not gonna give them a
No.
region.
No, we ain't giving you shit, man. No.
I will
No.
unite.
Everybody has.
Oh, we could just vassalize the tiny remnant of Ashur.
But
and
then again,
Amar?
where's the fun in that?
Yeah, vassalizing
Never
Amar
back
seems
down.
correct though.
Might be. It might be. Where are
Spit it
they?
out.
They're right
I
here.
haven't got
They're just
all
this
day.
one little settlement. And we can also presumably take a bunch of food from them.
Why not?
It's like, yes, as a price for our protection over you, you have to give us a bunch of stuff.
I will guide you.
We are
to a
fucking
better
mobsters.
future.
I love that. Woohoo. Excellent. Yeah, sure. Ozir Xamar. Ma certo.
Osir Khamar. That is what an interesting name. I have no idea what kind of name that could really be.
How
Right.
long will the work? 10,000 correct actions.
I shall
And
bring
those
a
that
new
just heal
era
up.
to the whole realm.
Oh, and Atana gets a new skill
I am
point.
destined to rule.
Yeah, I think though Assyria itself might not have the kingship of Assyria because they're losing that war. So maybe we'll pretend that we were friends with them the whole time and that we need to avenge them.
And then. Right? I mean,
So
after all, they
few
have
are
adopted
like
us.
me.
So,
Yeah,
are we not
listen.
pious sons, you know, avenging our father?
Exactly. And
Yes.
okay, buddy.
Over here.
You can go hang out over there, I
Heartless
guess,
cause revolts
for
me.
all that we care.
Song and
Oh, yeah.
verse.
I think this army needs the help, so we're going to do inspire troops to increase its replenishment and combat ability.
I need hearty
Also-
warriors. Right
And
We
make
can
idea.
kick out some people and get one.
Yeah. Bring
Anyway.
in one of our new clubman friends.
Taste Assyria's power.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
would be a weird
Yeah.
fight, so I'm just gonna
They got it.
because
Yeah.
that army was all horses. Oh yeah, you can see that's definitely some gray hair.
Assyrian
Assyrian
Yeah.
might
Some
always
wrinkles.
wins the day.
Yeah, no, he's getting older. I mean, I'm curious to see like how old
Garrison
is
with
he
strict
now?
discipline.
So if we go to our
My
dynasty
might
tree,
swells.
he's 31.
He's younger than me. Fuck off. Okay, well, He's 31 in the Bronze Age, but still. Come on.
Yeah. Oh, we've reached another higher tier of piety.
We are
Probably
very
for all of our
pious indeed.
discovery. It gives you 3 piety points to discover a god.
Gods?
That's so many.
That's sort of ridiculous.
Glory
I mean, by
to
the time we
Syria
enter,
and its
like, we get
For I
more
am
into
their
Anatolia
savior.
or the Levant, we're gonna get so many points for discovering so many gods.
Yeah. Also, how do you?
Can we get any better ancillaries for a king?
So we can put on
Yes,
better
actually.
armor. Oh, for battlefield healing. That's pretty cool, actually.
Mm-hmm.
We currently have the self bow, which increases missile range. Sniping bow increases damage. I'd rather have the range.
Oh, there you go. Mm-hmm.
Melee lethality. Oh, I like that. Poisoner. I think that's very fitting.
Yeah. It's very in tune with the times.
I don't want to be the unfortunate.
Oh, now we can great. I mean, honestly, right?
Yeah, you're graced by Ashur.
Oh, yeah. It's great. That is great.
The finest
Girsu doesn't
hour.
have any little titles. Itana doesn't have any.
and
It's
glory.
fine.
I mean, Girsu had 1 point to spend.
Wide awake.
Yes.
Duty
A skill
calls.
point. I mean,
So he does.
good man. See if you
You
can
come
update
to
their
the court
ancillaries
of a
too
great
while we're at it,
empire.
because they're doing
Know
all
your
of our
place.
work. So might as well give them, the best that we can.
Oh, in that case, we can put some armor
Yeah.
on him. Lettuce. Okay,
Yes.
that's fine.
Perfect. Classic. Traditional. I think it also helps with making kids, if I'm not mistaken, in game, not in real life, but in game. If
I
I'm not
mean-
mistaken, it had something with fertility. I mean, it shouldn't.
I don't know. It could help in real life. Like if you're dating somebody who's really into salad, and you take her out for some nice lettuce, maybe it helps. I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know,
Yeah,
right in front of
people
my
are-
salad.
Universal king.
I don't know,
without
whatever,
peer.
whatever floats people's boats, whatever dresses people's salads, that kind of stuff.
How much do we need to save up to get the palace archive? So, next turn we have to remember to do that. Next turn we can get the
Yeah,
palace archive.
okay.
That's a really good building because it
That's
gives like.
that's a really cool bonus.
Are our vassals gonna get overrun by
You
rebels?
shall not influence me.
I don't know what's
Oh.
going on that people are having such a hard time with rebels because there's a rebel settlement here. There's a rebel settlement here. There's these guys. Utu is having that like rebellion.
That's sad. Sad for them, not for us, because anything that the rebels overrun, we are taking. Okay. We are at 94.
Yep.
Okay. Let me ban
No.
from the chat. Usual bots,
Do we have any non-bots in the chat asking things?
Oh yeah. Yeah. But unfortunately there's always like at least, at least one bot. So
Yeah.
it's okay.
One of my girlfriends of my pastimes is making fun of the spam texts that we'll get. Really, she gets them mostly. That are like, your package has been held up. You need to click on like, and then it's just like a list of random characters. Like, it's not even trying to be real. It's just like,
Master
yeah.
of all. Scrub the decks.
.biz.co.us to recover your
Bow,
package.
Babylon,
We promise
or
this
die.
is real.
Submit to me.
I don't know. That doesn't
It's
seem.
absolutely not a.
That doesn't seem
Wolves will not
100%
save them.
legit, but okay. Yeah.
My allegiance lies elsewhere.
Can we
A fight. Yes.
take out the garrison? The
Expedite,
fortress
warriors,
first?
expedite.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do that. I mean, going to
They
have to.
will fall.
It's much better to do that.
They cannot
Um,
escape.
Find
Oh,
someone
good.
else.
A single guy in a chariot is going to come and mess up our infrastructure. That's fine, I guess.
The world is a marred shrine.
cut them asunder. Suffocate their
Evidently, while
hopes.
lettuce has some active chemicals that are potentially narcotic,
Burning
pain
desire.
killing, etc. Well, I mean, I
Narcotic?
can see that. I mean, no, I'm not gonna go there. Getting high on the lettuce. But I mean, who knows what the Egyptians were on, to be honest. Knowing them, you know.
So we're gonna build up our
Okay.
palace archive. Do we want to dump a whole bunch of
Yes.
gold into finishing it immediately? That's a little expensive. Probably not. It's probably
It's very
not wise.
expensive. It's a lot of coin, but
I'm trying to think if we.
I mean, we could wait and then build the archives.
Well, no, we don't need to build that up immediately. I'm just debating what kind of recruitment stuff we want. I think that's fine. Let's see what other settlement upgrade available for Borsippa. It's always a good
Yeah,
idea.
why not? So yeah. Especially since they give us more food, which is a hot commodity.
Oh, yeah, Rapico is a really valuable settlement. That's pretty nice, actually. It looks like some of these settlements on the river in Mesopotamia are kind of like the ones in Egypt, where like you can squeeze huge amounts of food out of them, which is really
Yeah.
nice.
Oh, it is extremely nice. It's very convenient.
So this is the King of Elam. We have the. I guess it's worth not getting into fights with the
Yeah.
Elamites out of
Yeah.
nowhere, because that could be a problem.
Yet.
Yeah, we'll get there. Unfortunately, so one of the things that I'm not looking forward to is, in order to take Sipar Amnanum, we're going to have to declare war on the. No.
No, fuck off.
We're going to declare war on the Elamite invaders, and the Elamite invaders will then just probably keep causing problems for us for a long while. All right. Oh, okay.
Okay. That's a lot of victory points.
Yeah.
But
Overseer and strategist builder, overseer builder. So constructing admin buildings, I don't love. I think saving up idle workforce is the easiest.
it's probably, yeah. Also because for one, we already need to save them for the
I will
archives.
crush
Well, we
you.
have the archives under construction, I should say. I don't know if you missed it.
Oh,
we
fuck.
are officially building it, but now we just need to. So that's one. That's we already
Okay.
have it complete. We just have to not build
Yeah,
anything this
so we
turn.
need
I
to
will
wait.
not hold back.
Excellent. For
That
our work. Oh my god, that's a big ass shield.
yeah, that is a cool look. That's some serious armor
I
on Sin
dedicate this
Baladon.
victory to Ashur.
Yeah. With an appropriate crest.
Greatness
We do
rises
like.
above such
One thing I
trifles.
wish they did is when you change factor leader,
Taste
you just
a
get their
serious
clothes
power.
and their regalia.
Yeah, so unfortunately, I suspect that when Ninurta Apple Acre
Our
dies,
strength carried us to victory.
we're going to have some very cool prince that we've trained up wearing like
I
pretty
want
normal
order here.
clothing.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
Universal
yes.
king.
That is what happens, which oh, we have 4 idle here, and in 5 turns we're gonna have 1 more idle. Well,
Yeah, we're
Here,
gonna.
but we gotta-
Let's. We should just build it up.
no, we gotta build
So,
that. That's okay. But like,
there's-
the population is.
There are like Hani Galbat and Shuhum Elu already have the amount of idle workforce we need.
Perfect.
And there's other ones that grow much faster. That's
Perfect.
Yeah. And then
Sounds important.
we are now in a position where we can
Trample their spirits.
hopefully, probably, maybe take Melid. Oh yeah, they have some pretty decent troops in the garrison. I see why that's
Keep
a
them
problem.
trapped.
So
Yeah,
let's-
we're gonna need both armies. So dreamwork makes the team work.
Exactly.
We've proved ourselves today. Duty calls. The
Now we
battlefield
have
awaits.
Yeah, we
all
can
of
do
these
that.
people. So, yeah. Being Gears who knows what he's doing.
Yeah,
Also fighting again against his
A fantastic
doppelganger.
display of bravery.
They're even like
My man.
blinking coordinatedly. It's weird.
Truly, true. It never happened before. Like when we
Without
were playing with,
bloodshed
we were
or
playing with
chaos.
the sea people. We weren't fighting other sea people.
My
So
destiny
But with- yeah,
it
with-
makes sense.
With Egypt, I think there was just more diversity of unit models.
Yes. Yeah. No, in here everyone looks the same. Ooh, the gold, the royal jeweler. Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
that's a great
100%.
building.
That's a really cool building.
Martial prowess!
Oh, right, we're getting vassal units now, so we can get like Canaanite troops for those guys. That's good.
Before the roll
Fill
kills,
the
we
ranks.
should get those vassal
Training will come
those vassal units.
Well, the vassal units will
Take
stay in
them.
the pool forever.
Feed them!
Will they,
train
even
them.
if they are, wiped off the map?
Yeah. We continue to have them. Oh, okay.
That's good. I didn't know that.
So, yeah, because they send them to us. It's just like they hang out in our barracks or whatever forever is the idea.
Okay, fair enough.
So it looks like the new big player in town here is Irsu, who seems to have been doing pretty well for himself. Our immediate border now that we've taken out Athora is with Malidia. Let's see.
You
what
now
their
have
deal
the ear
is.
of the greatest
Oh,
warrior
right.
in
They're
the game.
they're pretty like substantially powerful.
Okay, I'm
they're-
gonna run off to get the food that is downstairs, and I'll be back
Okay.
presently. Okay?
Bag of gold?
Or bronze blade.
Bag of gold or bronze blade? Good question.
Begone, foul usurper!
Oh.
Master of all.
Burning desire.
So I'm just gonna not build anything this turn so I don't accidentally mess up the thing we're trying to do with the thing. But then now I think it's time to clean up the remaining area around Ashur itself. Carchemish is not very strong, but I do not care. I'm going to be declaring war on you in like 2 turns, so you definitely cannot have a non-aggression pact. Sorry, non-aggression pacts are for people who are not about to die. Dead people get aggression pacts, actually. Yep, so there's a bunch of free stone and wood.
What will fate bring? Our resolve is unyielding.
So I'm gonna build a goldsmith there. Now we can do some serious building.
King of the universe at last. Throw away. Universal King.
We're gonna spend a lot of gold on this, but gives us enough happiness in all of our provinces to solve the incoming happiness problems. Mostly.
Everybody has their duty.
Okay, I made it.
Epic
Sorry, I
deeds.
met my neighbors, and so small talk ensued.
Oh, yes.
What did I miss?
So I ended up deciding to build the archive, like fast build the archives, because we were starting to experience some
know.
happiness problems, and the archives are good for that.
Oh, yeah, we don't want that.
Also, let's put up some temples, perhaps.
You know, also for happiness reasons.
Why
Yeah,
the wait?
and those are just the shrines. They don't give you that much happiness. It's more for the getting the like prayer abilities and stuff that are pretty helpful. So a whole bunch
Victory
of
beckons.
Paphlagonians have started materializing in our territory in a way that makes me slightly worried.
I
Um,
am uncomfortable.
Yeah. And then also,
Yeah, I don't.
we're going to send Nurja
Universal
Apal
king without
Ekor
peer.
against Dur Korigalzu.
Looks clear.
It is time, isn't it?
We don't want that. We want that one. So now we can get Line Breaker.
Oh yeah. Which is what? Yeah. Yes. I mean, for someone who uses chariots pretty often, yes.
Yeah, that one should be pretty fun. Yeah, we also had the Assyrians tried to offer us a non-aggression pact, and I informed them that they were in fact going to be getting an aggression pact. They are. I don't like
mean,
when the AI just marches armies through our territory for no reason without explanation. Like I know I can't do anything about it, and it's probably fine. It just makes me a little bit uncomfortable.
Especially if it's like 20, 20 units armor. It's like, What are those things? Oh my god, there were like giant birds flying, giant bunches of birds flying in the background
now?
of that scene.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways. So someone gained an Aegean
It's
consort
so
who
fickle
is a
these
man.
days.
A boy. Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what?
I will inspect the barracks myself.
It says something about the Aegeans for sure. Those pesky Greeks.
True master of the arts.
Yeah.
Let's remember that with when we were playing as Tawazret, we had a wife among our ancillaries. So
Yes.
Total War Dynasty says gender of what gender. So that's good. We stand.
Yeah, exactly. It's I don't know if it's what they were going for, but I certainly don't mind.
Exactly. No. We're in favor.
Yeah, right. So this is gonna be. Oh, right. We got our third god slot unlocked.
Finally.
This is a great technology. This is just like you just get to start swimming in gold, because all of a sudden all your level 5 buildings start producing gold for you, which is pretty great.
Don't mind if I do.
Yeah. So we're just gonna go for that one immediately. But also it means that we now have a third deity slot.
Okay. This is an important choice to make.
Yeah, so in my opinion, we have two options. We could go for like one of the Hittite deities. We're not going to do that. Inshushinak is an Elamite god, and we're not Elamites, so we're not dealing with that. So I am between Ishtar and Marduk. Marduk will just cause huge amounts of food to happen, which is pretty nice, but that's fine. Ishtar is if we take Ishtar, one, happiness is pretty nice, and two, I get to rant about Ishtar's depictions a little bit, because I have some
Please.
opinions about Ishtar.
I choose
I mean,
this
and
God
also you have
to watch over us.
25% chance of having kids.
Yes.
So,
Which is nice.
you know, important. And like, we can also die of old age more often than not, apparently.
Yeah,
So-
that's the benefit of Marduk is that you're less likely to die of old age, which is neat. Oh, let's build an obelisk. We need more obelisks. So
I mean, surely. That's what she said. Anyways.
Ishtar is a goddess that is almost never correctly represented, even in like sometimes in scholarship, and especially not in any kind of popular media. Ishtar
Welcome
in
to
this
my
game
court.
and in
My
like
word is
so
law here.
many other ways, many other places,
I
is
serve a
depicted
great cause.
as the Mesopotamian goddess of love. This is not true. Mesopotamian, like she occasionally shows up in that context, quite late. That's not her main role or anything like it. Ishtar is primarily the queen of heaven and a war goddess. Ishtar...
As we see from her representations, because she's on a fucking lion and she has a bow.
Yes, exactly. That is not like
That-
this is not an
That
Aphrodite.
doesn't scream love to me.
No, Aphrodite is always like, beautiful, like woman, aspects of like the sea or whatever. This is everything Ishtar has and does has to do with like murdering people or royal authority or both. She is.
I mean, go off, queen. But
Hold 31 settlements, reach a high food income, or construct admin buildings. I like this one, the Conqueror.
one word, one kingdom.
Yes, because that is certainly what we are about to start doing. So first of all, we're going
All answer to me.
move on Dur Korigalzu, which
Sail ashore.
the ziggurat of Enlil. It's a pretty nice
Ooh.
building there.
Would be a pity if someone were to conquer the region to which it belongs.
Yeah, well,
Master of all.
too bad for Ashur. Or perhaps very
We
good for
are
Ashur.
Ashur
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah,
Dreams
very
of
good for the
plenty.
real Ashur and very bad for the fake Ashur.
Would be us, exactly. Let's inspect the stockpiles.
Yes, I love that ability. It's like, well, maybe there's something there. Let's see.
Set off now.
We'll just take a look. We're just taking a look.
And then we can
Call the
join
guard,
the garrison
commander.
also. Start building up some like
We must stand together.
increasingly better recruitment buildings because better soldiers is definitely a thing that we need anymore. Do we want to
Fast and strong.
get a couple
I
slightly
see
higher
comrades
level
with
units?
vision.
Well,
Well,
Acadian
and the
clubs
swell.
would probably be good. And because we're about to also start invading Akorma, because they're in control of a lot of valuable land that we have immediate need of. We're also eventually going to
Yes.
get to move on the very ancient and very cool city of Agade. Agade,
Whose banner is a depressed man in
Yes.
this game for reasons.
it's probably depressed because we haven't found Agade.
You come to the court of
or
a great
Akkad.
empire.
Actually, so
Know your place.
we almost certainly know, in my opinion, we know where Akkad is. I think, at least, I have a very, very strong suspicion that where it is directly under Baghdad. This is a not too terribly uncommon thing, is that there are a few, like, forever lost ancient cities that are really only lost because they're underneath a modern city that is so big it has fully absorbed it, and we're unlikely to ever really find stuff. We'd have to dig so deep that
Yeah.
it will take, like, we could, maybe, but it'll take some, like, building a building with really deep foundations in exactly the right location to find it. This is also true for the, adopt one of our vassals. I kind of like that. That's
Ooh.
nice.
We can do that. We can do that.
But, like,
We have exactly one vassal.
yeah. Well,
I take
we
care
could
of the
have.
problem.
This is really. Wait, we can get a second vassal. Let's do that. Let's.
Ooh.
Yeah. This
Yeah.
getting control of Nippur,
You are
that would
not
be
telling
very
me
nice.
everything, Ninorta.
Yeah.
Well, it
Yes.
matters not.
And we can adopt them into
Yeah.
our well, we'll adopt them into our dynasty second. I just want to make sure that doesn't like cause some kind of trouble. Oh, and they have gold is currently
Also, yeah.
abundant, so they don't care for it. Let's take some of their gold.
Yeah,
then.
let's get some gold, you know. Just a little sign of
You will
benevolence,
prosper under my
benevolence.
rule.
And then we can adopt them. And in exchange for that adoption,
Yeah, we'll also ask for stuff.
yes.
Paying to the family. There you
Such
go.
general.
Yeah. Such generosity. We just took a bunch of your money. But
I
let's
mean, we're
look at
so
our
good. We're so good, and they clearly love us.
Yes. So we adopted them into our dynasty. That does not
That
seem to
doesn't
have...
show. the family,
Oh, I see.
it
There's
shows
the dynasty tree.
There you go.
So we have a bunch of people who are like adopted into it. So we have apparently adopted the ruler of Akorma at some point.
Since when? Okay. Well, we're not going to appoint any of them as our heir because how old is
No.
our firstborn?
Purveyor of trinkets, grizzled veteran. Yeah, we're I are okay. Our Rim Agu is 12.
Oh, 4 years. 4 years.
Yep. Soon he will be old enough to be leading an army on his own, and we will immediately send him out to do it, and hopefully that'll go okay, and he won't immediately die.
Resist me and you will
Yes,
die.
and we'll find a good woman for him.
Inspect the
Of the same
stockpiles, and then
Inspect. Just check it. Just check it.
Submit to me.
Wait, these guys in the other area are gonna reinforce us. That's wild. These the
Ooh.
because the Akurma
I want
are
to
over
broke
here
you.
and are perfectly happy to help us apparently.
Oh yeah, good. Well, we just adopted them, so they're kids.
Well, no, they're
you
not.
know, they're our
We've apparently had them
The
adopted for a
finest
while. Yes, go inspect the stockpiles. They definitely.
Future
Yeah.
belongs to us.
Check
just-
those stockpiles.
Just keep taking stuff. I'm sure that won't cause any problems.
I
We
mean,
gotta up our devotion to Ishtar, I think, first. So let's build
There
an
you go.
Ishtar temple
Burning desire.
and shrine. We still don't have the workforce to build a bronze worker district, unfortunately, so let's... Just build
let's get some building
Yeah.
done. Yeah, while we're at it.
a whole... There we go.
There you go.
Oh, and we can apparently build one kind of... Okay.
So many
It's a temple.
outposts.
There we go.
Okay.
And you can get another fort
Here
action.
I rule. Here I act. Here
Yeah, we can
I
gossip.
am.
That's fine. The hot goss.
Yep, and then we'll
The
use
key.
we'll use all that to embezzle from them before we continue. We steal more before we just kill them off. Because you know we've made friends with them in the court, even though we're also attacking their like only 2 cities. So
That is none of our issues.
There's a faction called Dionysius. Apparently.
And their banner is a grape.
Oh,
Grapevine.
that makes sense.
nothing less than perfect.
Right.
Oh, thank you, vassals.
Thank you, Duranki.
They didn't actually send us any resources. We just got some like diplomatic favor. That's
The
fine, I
future
suppose.
belongs to us.
I mean, thank
A
you,
new
I
journey.
guess.
All right, let's see. Can we now
A
take
fight. Yes.
Kurigalzu? Yes. It's an academy of victory, but that's fine.
That's fine.
The
We can. We
support
can.
of our good friends.
You are the pride of Asteria warriors.
who have an entirely Urartu army with no infantry in it whatsoever.
Take the city. Harm no one.
This is okay.
We must
yeah.
stand together.
So they're using a lot of Urartu soldiers, which means we get to get into Urartu today, which is great. Urartu, what a good time of a country to exist.
I mean, ooh, whose temple is that?
That is Ishtar.
Is
That
it-
is the
is it
Grand Temple of
deep?
Ishtar.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the,
Excellent, excellent.
So I've been really thinking quite a bit that we need to prioritize taking centers of civilization because we do not want to go into collapse.
Yes.
Um,
Yes. So we gotta.
Because yeah, that would cause us a lot of penalties to morale and replenishment,
And disasters in general. Yeah.
cause all these like nomadic tribes to mess with us. Which, not ideal.
No. I mean, we are going to take
10,000
Ashur.
direct actions.
Yeah.
So there is that, which is also one of the of the centers. So we got
Fire
some wiggle
or
room.
bronze blade?
Some.
Yeah. And it's based on settlement level, so as long as we
I
can
know.
keep raising that. Babylon
Enough
also
supplies.
is a settlement center, so
Yeah,
is
well,
Nippur.
of course.
So if and when we're gonna annex this vassal in probably not too long, because this is some good land. I think it's kind of wasted being under the control of a vassal.
Exactly.
Personally.
Exactly.
But
Yeah.
this is gonna give us. Look at this. Each level of Babylon, I hadn't realized this, has a different thing. So you have Babylon the Empty, Babylon the Backwater, Babylon the Unrepossessing, Babylon the Strong,
Babylon the Strong.
and Babylon
Let's
the
go.
Glorious, which is what we're currently upgrading it to.
Nice.
So we're gonna get Babylon the Glorious, and hopefully that will keep us deeper in the civilization side of the collapse tree.
One can hope.
I might have called
people
that
keep
stability or prosperity. Okay, that's what it is. It's the collapse of civilization thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Let's see.
Inertia Upple
King of the
Acor,
universe
it's
at
his
last.
final level.
Excellent.
Let me think. Cannot retreat. Enemy cannot retreat. Is just such a flex, but we don't need it. So, do we want to get slightly less? Yeah, I think line of sight, or not line of sight. Movement is.
Movement is always a good call, and then we can choose.
Your replenishment for cavalry, foreign influence doesn't matter. Upkeep on native units, I think, probably the best just to save money, because our other options are the replenishment on chariots. Actually,
Recruitment rank.
yeah, replenishment on chariots is
probably
kind
better,
of relevant, because it's fine.
Yeah.
None of those are as amazing. We picked the 3 really good ones. Mootnacht. Mootnacht? That is a...
Will soon regret this.
Alright, so, yep. Some people from Aurora 2 have decided to declare war on us. They're far enough away and annoying enough that we aren't going to really be able to deal with them for a little while. We're probably just going to have to endure some raiding. I mentioned Aurora 2 and then said we were going to talk about it and then pointedly did not talk about it. Aurora 2 is over here. They're in Armenia. They'll come into their own in the Neo-Assyrian period as a kind of a direct rival to Assyria.
Return to daily duties.
More than anyone else, they can kind of stand on their own against them. And because of the terrain, this is the Caucasus Mountains, it's very difficult. They pose a real problem for the Assyrians to try and conquer because it's just so logistically
Bag of
difficult
gold?
to do that.
Or bronze blade.
Ephesus has taken this region. That seems wrong
I am destined
somehow.
to rule.
I don't think Ephesus should be in Upumu in the Sumerian Highlands, but that's just me.
But it's with this you get people moving around a lot. In conquering cities extremely far away from home, and you're like, what are you even doing here?
Yeah, it looks like there's the AI feels very strongly incentivized to conquer land that is controlled by rebels, which is kind of understandable, but it seems to be driving them into these very weird places.
Exceedingly weird. Yeah.
I don't know what other buildings we want to slot in here. Well, we don't have to decide that right now. We can just build. Build important stuff in other spots is probably just better.
We can get Ur. Yeah, exactly.
We could devote somebody to Ishtar. So
I mean, Itana is our boy.
yeah. I think we should do that for now, though. We'll just devote our heir to Ninurta when Ninurta Appa Akor dies.
Yeah.
So now, no, we don't need specialized expeditionary forces. That's not a thing we want to do.
Radiant income, 20%, or
Food is good.
income.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Food is good.
Okay, no, I see that. I agree.
More
I agree.
income is always the answer. Well, it's not always the answer, but it is always
important.
an answer. Okay, yes.
Just
So
go
this
away.
is an army of Aurora
The finest hour.
that we're going to have to deal
You want
with.
me? Well, tough.
Zani.
Everybody has their duty.
Okay. I do trust our man.
Yeah, Ningirsu will probably be able to deal with it, but it'll be interesting. We'll see how it goes. We need more stone. I think we could
Perhaps we
probably
should spar again someday.
Right.
acquire some stone. We need what, 250 or so? Yeah.
Something of the sort. Yeah, we can give them like, yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
because we are now swimming in gold.
Such
We are
Good.
getting 326 a turn.
Good.
Um,
There you go, yes. Now we're talking.
Yep, that is going to be a ton of bronze, which is the other. We're now reaching the point where you want to just have as much bronze as possible. It is the Bronze Age. Sorry, I just remembered a post I saw online that was like, where they found a bunch they found a wooden shipwreck of a Bronze Age ship. And it's like, well, why didn't they use bronze to build the ship? Oh, they used all the bronze to build the age. Anyway, so here we are in the mountainous highlands of Syria, up against Urartu, which is a cavalry-heavy faction. So my first thought is, we would probably like to anchor ourselves against something in order to make it very hard for their very strong cavalry to outflank us.
Yeah.
So I would be quite happy, well, these guys at the far end,
Spears.
to have, well, we don't really have any spears in this army because it was not set up to fight Urartu.
Oh,
we just,
swords.
yeah, we're going to be
axes.
going with just our best infantry anchored on the side. We are going to have our archers ready because archers are actually really pretty helpful against cavalry, and we are going to be using our chariots against their melee cavalry. The problem is they do have some good horse archers. Those might be a problem. This might be a very Mongol kind of situation, but I'm really hoping that this terrain works out to our advantage. Yeah, so
Those cowards are an insult to us.
Sumerian horse archers with their very Phrygian hats.
Get the horses pulling! Roll onwards!
They do be looking Phrygian.
Which is especially odd because the Phrygians are in this game, but you know.
Just slightly, slightly that way. Okay.
Yeah, we don't have unfortunately, we have very little to go off of especially from this period in like the Caucasus, but just in general, not a ton as far as I know of like official representational artwork type
Your
stuff.
general
There's
is
definitely
under
some.
attack.
I have friends who do archaeology in like Armenia and that part of the world, so it is definitely a thing, but it's certainly we know less, and especially certainly I know less than about, Assyria and Babylon,
Wheels turning!
than about these like
Get the horses
people who are
moving!
on the margins of areas that we know a lot about.
Ranks!
Wow,
Go
there's a
for
lot of, look at this.
Cut them down!
Look at this number of horses.
Oof.
That is certainly a kind of army that people have had historically.
Roll onwards!
Definitely.
Drive us
Oh my god.
onwards.
Also from the chat, Max is saying that they're currently reading Assyria by
Chariots
Eckhart
into
Frank,
place.
which
Oh,
is
yeah.
very good, but I think I need to print out some maps of the region to keep the movements of borders and the relative locations of cities straight. Yeah,
Yes,
it does get confusing.
I just read that a couple of days ago, actually, in preparation for a presentation I gave. I was doing the lecture for class on like a general history of Assyria, and yeah, Eckhart Frame's companion is very good. But he does love to say, like, Lower Zob. And if you are not intimately familiar with where the Lower Zob is, that's not going to make any sense.
Yeah, like, what does it mean? Where is it?
I could point it, actually I should probably point it out on the map now that I've mentioned it when we're done with this, because I don't know if it won't show up in the game, but I can show you the general, like, point where it is. Yeah, look at this. This is just mass of horses.
Battle cries, men! Put their eyes out!
And you can see that, like, horses are pretty good, but you can't just charge them in en masse against good infantry. Some of our infantry are not as good, but the, like, elite the High Royal Guard are more than capable.
Oh, that's
of
our chariots.
Yep.
Let's go.
Yeah, because now we're gonna have the annoying part, which is dealing with the horse archers.
We all know it.
Yeah. Just they don't like to let you fight them, which is a very annoying characteristic to have.
Time for action!
That is what every Roman general ever said.
Yep.
Ever. So,
yeah.
Why don't they just stay and allow us to stab them with our very short swords?
How could it end like this?
Yeah, and not that the Romans never defeated Parthian horse archers, they just always had a hard time with them.
More to fight.
Yeah. And I mean, a lot of the generals who went against them were absolute idiots.
Oh yeah.
And the very competent one never got to it because he was stabbed before he could. So you know.
Yeah, but like Trajan did okay against the Parthians.
I mean, Trajan was a soldier, right?
Yeah.
Trajan knew what he was doing. But like, I mean, I was actually telling my wife the other day about the one who was captured in battle and used as a stool, and then when he died, stuffed and used as a stool. And she was like, "Well, then," I was like, "Yeah, that's, you know, I mean, that's the legend. We have no proof that ever happened." And yet, who knows?
Yeah. Certainly the Parthians were, they were pretty into showing off captured Romans. Like, that is a thing, or not, this, it's not the Parthians, this is the Sassanids, who have, like, rock reliefs of defeated Romans kneeling before them. One of the fun things about Parthian historiography is they don't really make a distinction between Romans and Greeks. So, like, they'll call Alexander the Great a Roman, because by the time the Sassanids are writing stuff down in the 6th century, Rome has been in control of Greece for so long that they're just like, yeah, Rome, on the Bosphorus, where Rome is located.
Famously.
There will be no rematch. Strike them down.
There are 2 guards. That's an annoying little unit there.
Face my
Yeah, Aurora 2 looks like it is, from this, like, well, the AI did not have the best tactics, the actual quality of the unit seems pretty high. For the record, you should probably use your cavalry and infantry at the same time, rather than just sending them in one at a time. If they had not done that, this would have been much tougher.
Warriors are wavering.
And yet.
Yeah.
But our general is, you know, Ningirsu is holding his own. He's
Assault command.
we trust the man.
Yeah, no, we're gonna be fine.
Face my wrath.
We take some losses, we're gonna be fine.
Your warriors have been routed.
Shoot now. Combat orders. Strike them down. Deal some hurt.
Oh, I hate them. I really hate their stupid cavalry archers. Fuck off.
Well, we have access to them too. The Assyrians can recruit some pretty top tier horse archers apparently as part of their like unique building chain. Ooh, look at that hairstyle. That's pretty great.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Now,
that's
I
cool.
don't... I'm wondering if this is accurate to Urartu depictions, or if they're using this because, like, a number of other steppe cultures that are much later, like, have hairstyles like that. Like, that is a very Mongol haircut. That is a very, like, Manchu kind of haircut. I don't know if it's particularly Urartu, but... So I don't know whether this is like a conflation or whether we actually have like a statue of some Urartu guy and he's got that sort of like part shaved, part braided hair.
It's a very practical hairstyle to wear. That much I can tell you, but
How do you mean
I don't know if-
practical?
if you shave and braid, it's better than having like long flowy hair. I mean,
Yeah.
it would be better to just chop it all off.
That's true.
But
That is true.
but then again, people in hair, they get weird.
Oh yeah. Something Egyptian wig culture, something sidelock of youth.
And then wigs.
Yeah.
But I respect that. You know what? Like, if you can be arsed with your own hair, then might as well wear a wig. I respect that. It's perfectly reasonable. Okay.
Hold the entirety
excellent.
of Mari. Arrange a diplomatic marriage. That seems fun.
Let's go, because
would've-
our kid is almost there.
Bag of gold or bronze blade?
Although we could also marry make one of our generals marry, look for a female match,
Stay
and see
strong
who,
and tall, Assyria.
you know?
So let's request. Oh,
Request.
you can't get
Yeah.
a betrothal. You can't. Yes, but we can get a marriage. So.
I mean, we can get one, for one of our generals.
Troubled
and see-
childhood.
Ma'am.
That's
No.
so sad. Let's get
That is sad.
We want to get
Cheerful
a nicer
entertainer.
wife. Let's go with let's marry Itana off to Ningirsu.
Yeah.
And they would like, okay, and we will give a gift of some
Fair.
wood.
Very
Yeah,
fair.
that's fair. That's fair. Age difference, not terrible, so that's good.
Yeah,
We can also get Itana married off, you know?
Yes. So there we go. Love
There you
has
go.
successfully conquered all, I suppose.
I shall bring a new era to the whole world.
I don't know if that was
I mean,
quite a
love
marriage
and-
of love. I think that was a marriage of dowry, but you know, that's fine.
Yeah. But you know what? That's fine. That's okay. maybe
Huge
they would like
tracts
to
of
come.
land. Let's see.
Phenomenal.
Future belongs
Lullaby
to us.
does not yet have any interest in making peace with us, so
Wide awake.
that's
They will.
fine.
We
What we're
say
gonna do
they will.
is move on Nirbu because that gets us closer to Lullaby, and also they have some useful resources. But
Important.
first, it is time
shall
to
bring a
And
new
but
take
first,
out
yeah,
To the whole vale.
Assyria.
more rebels.
Battlefield awaits.
Lady.
Yeah, no one can apparently manage a settlement to save their life here.
Excellent.
They will sing
Excellent.
of our triumph.
And just like that, we
Come on.
are
Faction
Assyria.
has been destroyed. Unfortunately, the current king of Assyria, to my knowledge, is
You come to the court of a
the
great empire.
Elamite
fucking
invader.
Know your
Elamite.
place.
Oh my god. Oh, we can
In
ask
this
elite warriors
case,
though. We can
I
ask him to
know
give us
what
elite
to do.
warriors if we want.
Well, we already have. We have a decent number of warriors. Oh, somebody's trying to
Interesting.
depose me. That's really funny.
I mean, with 0%, 0%
Yeah,
possibility.
that's not gonna.
Yeah,
That's not gonna
yeah,
work.
tough luck.
Glory to Assyria
and-
and its people.
At a certain
I
point, you can
understand.
do whatever court shenanigans you want, but eventually, we'll just kill you. That's the thing. That's
We'll take your city.
Move
We will
out.
hear the lament of your women.
Waters, ahoy.
Yeah, but now I think it is time to take on the Elamite invaders, because
Yes.
then we can,
Yes.
have full control of another province, and also, more importantly, of Ashur itself.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It is entirely necessary. Ooh. And Royal Gardens, that's fine. That's okay. You know.
We're now in full control of Mari, this sort of section of the Euphrates. Yeah, if we can that would be, I think, the good goal is to get the because there's only a little bit of Mesopotamia we don't control. There's this tiny
I wish
town of
Assyria nothing
Igalkid,
but
which
curses.
I don't really care about that much. I think they're the Elamite, like one of the two Elamite kingdoms, and they can have that. But we can get the rest of Mesopotamia under our control very quickly,
Definitely.
I think.
Definitely.
The future belongs to us.
Kirsu and Aitana.
True master.
I don't know if Aitana got the level up because of the attack on the city or because we married him off. Probably the first one, but...
For the first one, who knows? But then again, you know, if they're happy...
Yeah.
I mean, we could also adopt them into the royal family if we wanted. If we felt strongly about it. If we felt about, you know, they were like, oh, we don't have enough people, enough male, you know, male family members in here. But we'll see.
Great monument started in Per Amun. Interesting. So we got a notification. That's kind of cool.
Why do we care?
Per Amun, like
Per
over
Amun is
here,
all the way down there.
somebody's
Yeah.
trying to, We are. Not, I mean, we're big, but we're not big. Even we can't even really care about Egypt all that much.
Exactly.
We
Let's
must stand together.
kill
Yes.
off the rebellion, because that's just
Mesopotamian rebels.
nonsense.
Once again, you know, a doppelganger. Dude.
We've proved ourselves
Yeah.
today.
Do we have like a different
Prove that,
armor we could
preacher.
put on him that would give him a different skin? Like,
Maybe.
no, that does not do that.
No.
Okay.
That does not do that. But that's a different, that's a better armor, so I'm good
Yeah.
with that.
Let's build a let's build a shrine to Ishtar. I want to
Why
get a
not?
prayer in
I know.
Yeah.
before we make our attacks.
Yes.
I like traveling.
He
It's
likes
true.
tra-
It's true. They have the largest thing on the breastplate.
We
It's like
will march.
mostly that, and then whoa, the fuck is okay.
Yeah, so it looks
Everybody
like
has their duty.
maybe Ikorma is attempting to
The
take it back.
future belongs to
And
us.
also Lullaby is here. It's like a party in Ashur. It's so so nice.
It's a
of-
party. That's good. And we bring the heat.
King of the universe
So, you know.
at last.
But I think it is time to fight off
I
the
will
Elamites.
crush you.
Yeah. Sorry, absolutely not sorry. We'll just take what is ours.
That's a
fight.
blockade, not a
Yes.
siege.
Oh,
so
because
we're
we're
gonna
on
have
land. We're not on land.
I will not
we can
hold
take
back.
down their stupid reinforcements
Walls
if
will
we
not
want to.
save them.
if we wait 2 turns, they'll start to take attrition,
Yeah.
and then it'll be very easy.
Fair enough.
This is
As you
also-
can see, I'm not a patient person. Like my strategy is steamrolling
future
everyone and just
belongs
killing
to
everything that
us.
moves. You know,
I think
for
it was-
legal purposes. This is a joke.
I think it was Machiavelli who said that there
Sounds
are
important.
basically there are patient people and people who act rashly or very quickly, and it's not that one's better than the other.
Wake me
It's just
upon arrival.
that there are some times that it's good to be one, and sometimes it's good to be the other, and it'll just
Oh,
be
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
luck
Shores.
which one you end
Yeah,
up
sometimes you have to be the lion. Sometimes you have to be the
I rule.
fox. Yes,
Here,
yes, correct.
I act.
Um,
Here,
Machiavelli also
I
said that
am.
luck is female, and you need to beat her up to make her listen. Which, yikes.
Ooh. You
Many,
said
many
who
yikes.
who is female?
Luck.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
she's mutable, and you know, and sometimes there needs to be violence there. But you know, those were the days. Those were the times.
Yeah, I wouldn't exactly go to Machiavelli for like his non-problematic takes. That's not really what I'm.
No,
The guy
no, exactly.
whose name is synonymous with ruthlessness.
Well, I mean, he was a fanboy of Cesare Borgia, so whoever's a fanboy of Il Valentino
No
is,
problem.
you know, questionable at
or
at
die.
best in my books.
You want me?
Yeah.
Well, tough.
There we go.
Alright, so we've got a garrison that we can take out
Keep
very
them
easily,
fra-
and then we'll need to move on Ashur itself, which seems to be pretty well fortified, but we can deal with that.
But they don't have a
Bag of
lot
gold?
of people in there.
Bronze blade?
Also, if we kill him and take
Better than
Ashur,
walking.
we can claim the court position.
Exactly. And appoint another one of our friends. as king of Ashur.
So, Arcanist in the chat is asking if the
Engage the
Sumerian
enemy.
equivalent to the Sea People are the Elamites.
Yes, that's the idea. Is the Elamite and Urartu invaders are going to be putting pressure to them on the Mesopotamian factions, but they're much less aggressive, especially early. They might get more
Our
later,
resolve is
but
unyielding.
I see a lot less of it in the because I did
Shamash has
a
blessed me.
partial Babylonian playthrough, and now we're doing this one, and there's just not as much pressure. Which is historically accurate. Like, it's not balanced necessarily per se, but while there was foreign pressure on the Mesopotamian kingdoms, there was a lot less than there was on Egypt and Hatti, which were like facing these like huge waves of migrations. It's just a very different kind of like political situation.
It's also like for game purposes, they can't move as fast on land as they can on water.
That's also true. That does certainly help. Oh yeah, that's what we should be building here. Is a shrine to Ishtar, because that will help our happiness. And we can probably demolish that and replace it with a shrine, with a temple to Ishtar for the same reason. Yeah, so this is our own horse archer recruitment
Yes.
building. I want to get that up.
Finally.
So we
Excellent,
can
excellent.
fight horse archery with horse archery. Any other buildings?
Perfect.
We can-
Out of curiosity,
destined to rule.
how old is our kid? You know I worry about succession.
Yes,
Successions.
Rim Agu is now 13, and every
Okay, so next time it's probably going to become, you know, an angry 16 years old.
Yes. The perfect age for inflicting violence upon the enemies of Assyria.
Yes, and making Assyrian babies with a wife of our choice.
Yes.
It's very important, right? Also, like, he's going to look like a 40-year-old because they don't have young people's skins. So everyone looks old. Ooh.
All right. It looks like this is the battle for Ashur. Seems like.
Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, Ugarit is also not dead yet.
No, they're doing remarkably okay for being Ugarit, the poster child of getting murdered in the late Bronze Age. Are these fort
Being
towers
burned down.
functional? I don't know. I guess we're going to find out, possibly the hard way.
IDK. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. Look at our men.
Fight with pride.
Then we're going to use you all to harass the main body of the enemy army.
Get moving! Let fly! Fear me! Strike them down! Break them! Groomed for success!
Your general is under
Oh,
attack.
Arcanist is saying one of these days when I finally get to GM my Mythic Bronze Age collapse setting for an RPG, I have a whole plot ready to go about the sack of Ugarit.
Ooh.
That sounds incredible. Also, Twitch chat doesn't like the word sack
Face my
for
wrath!
for anatomical reasons, I guess, but like it is a word. They censor weird shit.
Yeah, that's super weird. Of all the possible...
Right?
We've been talking about violence for the past, like, year in this chat without a problem. But sack?
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Starting to have fun!
American Puritanism is so weird. Like, the stuff that people will and won't get upset
Death
about.
will not take me! Shoot now! Spearman!
Yeah, Elamite veteran vanguards are probably the best unit in their army, except that they're not particularly... So it looks like the Elamites are very good at, like, charge infantry with, like, two-handed club or two-handed spears, but don't have a lot of, like, might be weak in other areas. So take advantage of that by just killing them with archers, because those are not generally particularly good against arrows. You know, no shields and all that.
Yeah. Well, they're called hillmen. So.
Oh yeah, Hillman. That's a classic
Step
Rome
by
Total
step.
War unit.
Uh-huh.
Of dubious usefulness.
Yeah, questionably dressed. You know.
Move out!
Especially when dressed people running down the hill and not running up the hill, which, you know.
Break them!
Their king is like in the thick of it, or are they all the same person?
Those are
Oh
yeah.
no, they all have the same fucking face.
Yes, this is an even worse case of same face disease. This is 3 generals and they're all the same guy.
Away we go! Tear through them! Take their heads!
Ooh, so Arcanist says Hati orders them to deal with an invasion in Arzawa and the Luca lands, and then 7 ships sail back to attack them. It occurred to me that the person doing most of the rampaging in the Troad at the time, with roughly that many ships, is Achilles. Very true.
Enemy general
Yeah.
is
Very true.
perished.
Right? It's that time. Roughly. I mean, allegedly. So,
Yeah.
it's a crossover we need.
No, absolutely. Achilles sacking Urid is certainly a way to run it. I think it's a very cool way to run it. I think it's anything that kind of points out that the Greek heroes of the Iliad are not like good is probably
Yes.
refreshing.
Yeah.
I mean, this is
It's
the
a
sort
yes
of
for me.
this is the sort of thing that like all my friends who study the Iliad are very down with. But like, I think the average person doesn't really realize that like. The story of the Iliad is a guy getting so mad about his wife leaving him that he kills thousands of people and destroys an entire city. That's not good behavior.
People who are like very culturally close to them, even though they call them, Orientals, Asiatics, and all of that. They're like, no, those are fucking Greeks. They worship Greek gods.
Yeah, they're
okay?
literally just on the other side of a river. Like,
They have the exact same fucking customs.
yeah.
Like, yeah, and yeah. But yeah, well, it's also the narrator is whoever wrote that down was definitely, Greek. Well, Achaean, not Greek.
Yeah.
Warriors around him. Yeah, damn right they are.
So that's their remaining general, but you can see they're most of the way done.
Good.
It's unfortunate, but it looks like like Elamite archers have actually competent melee stats, which is a little annoying. But, that's fine.
Their man has decided that, yeah, being in the thick of things was the best idea. Sir, there are like 500 units around you.
Yeah, I'm hoping that charging some chariots into the rear will be enough to make Putin go from wavering to fully routed. Let's find out, I suppose.
Let's see. Look at the boys.
There we go.
That's it.
Very long
Excellent.
rest.
Your warriors are wavering.
Well, don't waver now. We're,
Yeah, it's fine. We are currently winning.
Yeah, those archers were holding out pretty well against the heavy chariots. They're, they know what they're doing. They're not hillsmen.
Yeah.
Victory is within your grasp.
Yeah, some of these Elamite troops are also pretty good. I like the different like native unit rosters. They're very cool. And yeah, I also Elamite garb, not something I know a ton about. My knowledge of Elam kind of begins and ends in the Uruk period, like Susa 4, and this is much later than that. But yeah, they have definitely some cool, unique hats.
The enemy general has perished.
Okay, 2 out of 3 are dead. Good.
Yeah, and then we'll just run them down a little bit more. I'm gonna make sure that we can take Ashur. Man, yes, 2 days ago was such a nice temperature, and now it's 4 degrees Celsius. Oh, that's so... Yeah, here it's still pretty nice. It's like probably 15 Celsius?
No.
15 or 20?
No. Not such like here. Okay. So, Hunhili is the only one who survived. The other 2 are...
Yeah,
They were beaten back.
these are
Pretty bad.
some Elamite names, and I say that because I have no idea what they could possibly mean. And, I mean, Elamite, I don't know how much Elamite we really know. I think if we know any, it's not a lot. 'Cause I know there's like some bilingual inscriptions, but I don't know how much like of a corpus there is for us to really fully understand it. So, build a monument. That goes with minus 15% construction cost. Win 3 battles or destroy. This is functionally impossible.
This is what we're doing.
So we're going to go to. We're going to do it for the winning battles because the problem is destroying one of these like invader factions. It's weird. It could cause some real weird issues. I don't want to.
Yeah, like if there's one of their armies that are like all the way in Fuckshire, and you're like, wait, but I thought I killed everyone and you hadn't. It's like.
Yeah.
I shall bring
The winning battles
to the whole
was already part of the plan, so.
So might as well, right? Okay. They're still putting up some resistance there, huh?
Yeah.
None escape.
They still have a garrison. These troops might show up, but I'm happy to fight them in the open field.
I shall bring a new era to the whole world. Sun and waves.
Is
Yeah, bring
start
the boys.
Going by sea. This is one of Lullaby's provinces, apparently. Is it? Yeah, this is. Is it
Yeah.
Nimrod? No, it's not even Nimrod. I would like to get Nimrod because that's actually going to be part of a province that we control. But,
Oh, Nineveh is there. Excellent.
Yeah. So we're. This is this is Assyria proper, Nineveh, Ashur, and this city over here. We should have Erbil somewhere. I really hope Erbil is represented on this because it is. It definitely existed at this time.
Submit to me.
Erbil is like one of the
I want
world's
them
oldest
broken.
cities. So, here's a fun fact for you. Erbil sounds like the Babylonian or Akkadian, really, word for like it sounds like 4 gods, Arba Ili, and that's how the Assyrians and the Babylonians, or whatever, wrote the name of the city. It was 4 gods. But that's not what the name means. We have no idea what the name means because it is much, much older than Akkadian.
Smite them to smithereens.
It's up there with like Damascus and Amman in
Holy
Jordan
shit.
and Jericho, where it's like it's older than our understanding of the world. It's as old as cities. It's as old as villages. Like. The name Erbil had a meaning in a language that was never written down. It's as dead as a dead language can be, and that's the remnant. I mean, yeah. What does Jericho mean? These kinds of places are So that is. I think we can just auto-resolve that. I think our previous fight was really the battle for Ashur.
Yeah.
And that's just the
this
remnant. But now, with their failed attempt at a sortie, we are now kings of Assyria.
And the position is vacant.
Yep,
Everybody
exactly.
has their
We
duty.
are about to fill it.
Back to your posts.
Oh yeah.
Battle positions.
And we could also take Nimrod while we're at it.
While we're at it, right? I mean, I think who conquered Ashur? I think that person should get the title.
Yeah, if he isn't already.
If he isn't
king.
already, otherwise Ningirsu is.
So Etana
Right ideas
is
for
the
no
Ooh.
problems.
Etana is the king of Babylon, which I think
Well
is fine
then.
for him.
It's okay. Ningirsu can take.
So we
King
will
of Ashur
claim
then.
the position
Yes.
and appoint Abisare, who is our remaining general, to the
fair enough.
position. We will.
Fair enough.
We will replace it with
Yeah.
with someone else, but the
Eventually.
Ashur Horsemasters, a new elite unit,
Marshal
Nice.
with a Hopesh and shield. Interesting. That is
Interesting.
certainly a setup. But this
It
is
is
a,
H-hoist.
yeah.
The future belongs to
Yeah,
us.
I think we got to get that immediately.
I listen.
So Ningirsu, you do not need this unit of
Fill the ranks.
relatively bad
Training will come
infantry.
later.
And let's get
I need hardy warriors.
Yep.
So
Let's get
actually,
them.
this
Sounds
army just
important.
needs some help in general because it still has Acadian farmers in it.
Take them.
So let's
Feed them.
replace
Let's
those
go, get some good
with
troops,
some
come
actual
on.
decent units, like
We shall
Yeah.
recruit.
Acadian defenders, some serious
Let's go.
tier 4 soldiers.
With the big
Um,
shields.
Ooh, we are also, so we can definitely get rid of that. But we are now in control of the city of Nimrod, which means it's probably a good time to talk about the word Nimrod. This is one of my favorite little anecdotes. Nimrod in modern American English is an insult. It means idiot. But it has a really weird
Bag of gold?
etymology.
The sight of you.
I would like to
mars
make
the
peace with
beauty of
Lullaby for right
existence.
now. The sight
for
of
now.
you mars the beauty of existence.
Excuse you, have you seen yourself? Probably
That's
not, because there are only
so
bronze mirrors.
mean. That's so mean. Why would you say that?
10,000 correct actions.
Okay.
Those are the depressed guys.
Yeah,
We
I don't.
must
Yeah.
be ruthless.
I'm much happy about vassalizing Carchemish.
If
I'm
they
willing
want
to
to.
consider
Yeah,
working
they
together.
do.
Oh yeah,
They
oh
would
let's
like
go.
it. I could just like basically buy the city of Carchemish for an amount of gold that is like we make in a
I
turn.
will guide you to a
And now we have
And we get points because we discovered two gods.
Ale and Bell. Yes.
Ooh.
But now we are in control of
Perfect.
Carchemish. They probably, yeah. This is some classic Assyrian behavior. It's just vassalizing anybody who needs any help and then demanding their permanent and total obedience forever.
I will not
Ancient
hold
problems require ancient solutions.
Exactly.
I think with these last killings and vassalizing would also be a great point to stop.
Yes.
Because
A
we are
testament
like,
to Assyrian
we've done
supremacy.
what we needed to do. And boy, did we ever.
Yeah, I want to. Oh, I want to do one more thing. I want to try
Strong and
if we
bold,
can we confederate our vassal? Can we like annex them? I don't know if. Oh yeah, it requires them to accept a treaty. You can't just like force it on them.
You can't
Maybe
yet.
later. We'll get there.
Later. If we get more kingly power, I think we can vassalize. I mean, at least you can do it with the Egyptians. I don't know if you can do it with the Assyrians.
Yeah, so I think bribe is the best one you get as the Assyrians. Oh, we have a new weapon, the Thunder Mace of
Ooh,
Ninurta.
Mace of Ninurta. Holy shit. Is it better than the other one?
So, I'm curious if
future
we can
belongs
put
to
it
us.
on Tukulti
Glory to
Ninurta.
Assyria and
Like,
its
is it? It's not compatible
I am their
with
son.
No, it's not better with the
being.
chariots.
Unfortunately, it is pretty good though. 5%
It's damn good.
lethality. That's some powerful stuff.
That's some really good stuff.
But we'll see where that ends up going. But yeah, we'll end this turn and then kind of summarize where we're at and end it there.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's you know, we've done a lot. We've expanded a lot. We've vassalized. We've made peace. We've combined marriages. I mean, what a morning!
Yes.
It's you know, we did a lot. We did a lot, and we are now, well, for real,
Wide
the
awake.
new Assyrian Empire.
Honor and
Which
glory.
always,
Well.
you know, it's always a boon to that. Our boys did well. Our kid is growing, which is important.
So this is kind of funny. Every region on the map that we control is yeah, I don't really want to fight Maldini
They're
yet.
pretty large.
So Carchemish is under attack by the Paphlagonians. So it looks like that's what we're going to be dealing with next time, is protecting some of our newly acquired
Our people.
vassals. Because you know what are we if not benevolent overlords? But yeah, as you can see, we are now in control of. So this is pretty much all the Assyrian heartland. A little bit of it is still under control of Akorma, and we'll probably fix that next time. I have some pretty negative feelings about Akorma.
Fix that. Fix
Still,
that.
but we have control of all of the major Mesopotamian cities, pretty much. So we have Ashur, we have Babylon, we have Durkari Galzu, which is this sort of offshoot of Babylon. We have Nippur. let's see, are we missing anything that's really all that major? Nineveh, that's the big one. Is Nineveh under the control of Ishtaran? So next time we'll have a little bit of more Assyrian land to take, particularly Agade and Nineveh, and then also these like kind of random cities. But we are also our friends and allies are facing invasion, and we're going to need to protect Karkamish and Nippur, which is under the control of Duranki, against these various threats. But we now, I think, have the resources to do it. And, of course, and most importantly, the blessing of Ishtar.
Yes.
Which is going to be very important, obviously.
Our Lady. Exactly. And we discovered new gods.
Yes.
El and Baal.
And
Important.
our son, Rim Agu, is 14. He is old enough to have a beard. I'm going to say, when I was 14, I was technically old enough to have a beard. I did not and should not have had one because it would have been about 15 hairs worth. I had friends at that age who had beards. Those are also mistakes. Don't do it.
Don't
do
grow beard at 15.
Bad idea.
That's the lesson.
Even if you're in Mesopotamia and Mesopotamian masculinity demands you have a beard, it's not worth it. I promise. It's not worth it. You'll regret it.
I trust you. So next time, we will defend our borders. We will talk about Nineveh. We will talk about why I think that calling someone Nineveh is a terrible idea and how I shut up the one time I shouldn't have. It's one of those anecdotes. And yeah, so thank you everyone. Thank you chat for being here. It was a lively morning. I'm gonna run for brunch because it's Sunday and Sunday brunch. As you all know. We'll be here with a larger contingent of people next Sunday.
Who's our guest?
And we will continue.
Who is the guest?
So next Sunday we should have Melissa from Melissa in Denial.
Oh, excellent.
If Eduardo makes it, because he was caught up in students' things today, he will also be here, which is great. And we hope that Brianna will also be here. Brianna is currently missing in action, but we know she's alive somewhere. So we are at risk of being 5 people.
Yes, we will make space on the display. Someone might be hanging out in the top left corner or something.
Absolutely. If we're not 5, we're going to be 4. So, but certainly we are going to have more people. So, thank you, everyone. And we'll see you next time.
All right. See ya.